Hey everybody, and welcome to my intuitive reading for the midweek check-in for the 4th through the 10th of 2026. As always with these, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Like, comment, share, follow, subscribe. Brandy Morningstar747 TikTok, Randy Mintaka 93 on Facebook or on YouTube, and the Mintaka Experience on Facebook. It looks like I'm going to be going live around 1 p.m. Mountain Time, 3 p.m. Eastern, 12 p.m. Pacific. Pretty much daily on TikTok if you want to join me. That's Randy Morningstar 747. So what I'm getting, I'm just shuffling the deck. I'm not going to be using this deck for right now. But what I'm getting is there's going to be a lot of emotional manipulation going on. What I mean by that is not necessarily people emotionally abusing you, but allowing your emotions to control your actions, your word choice, your thought process. Because your thoughts are not you, your feelings are not you, but they are a part of you. So learning to separate the feelings from the thoughts and take personal accountability and responsibility. It feels like a lot of people that conflate transparency and honesty are going to continuously do so while promoting that they're going to change, and while promoting they're going to be trustworthy, and while promoting they're going to be transparent with you. So if they say they're going to be transparent with you and then turn around and say, I don't see why I should, there's a red flag right there. If they say they're going to do anything and they don't see why they should do the one thing they told you they were going to do, that's a red flag. Beware of any spirit guides that are under the guise for your protection or under the guise for your highest good, especially when they refuse to clarify any answers that they give and or any messages that you may receive from them. For an example, I've had a tiff so far with Athena about a few things this week. It looks like there's going to, and Samedi as well, so that's going to be fun. It looks like Osiris and the Egyptian deities are going to be handing out some advice. That is going to be a generous message and a generous offer that is going to happen with you. They're going to be offering some guidance and personal wisdom and some inner knowledge to be sought out. They're going to be able to manifest your workings in a more abundant manner. You can always choose to deny their help, but that doesn't mean that you disrespect them. It's just one of those things where politely decline it rather than just like blame shift or accuse them of stuff that they didn't do or that they didn't say. Because there are mimics and tricksters that will try to mock the gods and will say things to make you think and make you confused and make you pull back from your faith and pull back from your religion. So work on your faith, work on your refinement and intuition so you can tell the difference between a mimic and a actual deity. Mimics do serve a purpose, but not many people work with mimics. Just so people are aware, there's going to be a lot of like trickster demons and trickster spirits out. So like Lucifer, Loki, the angels as well. Archangel Michael can shapeshift. They shapeshift from like a bunch of eyes floating in the air with to humanoid form. Gaining bravery to seek guidance elsewhere and seek assistance from the person that may have hurt you in the past. Just because you can't trust them with their actions doesn't mean you can't trust their words. Just because you can't trust their words doesn't mean you can't trust their actions. If they do not match, it's harder to trust somebody, but it doesn't mean it's impossible. Just know that where your limit is. Do your best judgment calls and know your worth. Don't lower yourself to settle for someone who is beneath you or who believes you are beneath them. This is including like faith. This is including love relationships. This is including work relationships. This is including live-in situations. This is including with your family, with your friends, with yourself even. So it's one of those things this midweek where a lot of changes have been happening within the last 5 days. A lot of changes have been promised in the last week. But if the changes don't even last a week, then you may need to reevaluate those changes that you said you would do. Either buckle down and actually change your wording so you can do what you say, or rescind the promise of change. Because if you're just stringing them along, like some of you are, not saying most, but some of you are being stringed along or stringing along others, just because, so they don't be lonely, just so they don't have to deal with being alone, just so they don't have to be financially responsible all the time, just so they have some control over the situation, whatever the case may be. That doesn't mean that you should stand for it. And just because you can't leave a toxic situation or can't afford to break a lease right now, that doesn't mean that they should be able to get away with treating you like that. Set firm boundaries and be able to manifest your desires with words. So word magic is very important, and air elemental magic is going to be very important as well. The law of frequency, the law of rhythm, the law of vibration, and the law of correspondence comes to mind. I'm not too familiar with those, but practicing those within the midweek would be the most beneficial. But that's what I'm getting for the midweek check-in for the 4th through the 10th of January 2026. As always with these, though, take what resonates and leave what doesn't. And I hope to see you at my live at 1.